Hey friend, grab your coffee or whatever you're drinking today and let's chat a little bit. You know, a lot of times when we think about systems, our brains go to this really big, complicated setup, like a color-coded planner for the entire family, or maybe it goes to a 10-step meal planning system, or a giant binder that has all these go-tos and hows, and it's just overwhelming, right? Even me saying all of that felt overwhelming, and I love systems. But here's the truth. Not every system has to be huge. In fact, the smallest shifts can actually make the biggest difference. And quite honestly, I feel a really good system is composed of many small shifts. And I call those small shifts microsystems. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, systems, like it just totally overwhelms me just hearing the word, or makes me feel boxed in, or it's just uncomfortable, this chat today is really gonna support you. My name is Angie. I'm a personal strategy coach. I support driven working moms to create rock solid systems at home, so dinner isn't a last minute scramble. Kids' logistics are not chaos, and self-care isn't an afterthought. Instead of guilt and exhaustion, you can finally feel present, energized, and in control of the life you are building, while also taking time for yourself. If you're joining the live, or if you're catching the replay, please say hi. Let me know that you're here. I would also love to know what you're drinking, or maybe what's your favorite pick-me-up drink in the morning. So I had told you a couple of weeks ago, I was trying this everyday dose coffee, and I would report back to you what I thought, and I am still drinking it. It is still good. I still enjoy drinking it. I do have energy after I drink it. I do not have an afternoon crash, which is just a blessing. And you know what? I feel like my head is more clear on the days that I drink this coffee. And if you would have asked me before I started drinking this, if my head was foggy, I would have been like, I don't think so. But there is a difference. I just feel like I can stay more on task, and I don't know what it is, but I didn't get that right away. It took me about a week or so to feel that, but let me tell you, I'm loving the results of this coffee. So if you try it, or if you have tried it, let me know your thoughts. And it's totally okay if you hate it, but let me know. I'm curious. So, all right. So microsystems, they are just a tiny tweak or a little step or two that makes life smoother without you having to think about it. So for example, say mornings are chaos in your house right now. A microsystem might be just simply laying out clothes the night before. That's it. You don't have to overhaul your life. It's not complicated. You don't have to think about it all day. Nothing complicated at all about it, right? But that one simple step is going to save your brain energy in the morning when you're feeling a little bit more groggy and short on time. Or maybe mealtime, supper. Let's say supper is a bit chaotic for you, like it was for me several years ago. A microsystem could simply be writing on a sticky note 2 or 3 meals that you're gonna have later that week. You don't have anything else surrounding that. You're gonna have those meals later in the week, and at some point in time, you'll have to get groceries for it, but that's what you're going to be having. You're not planning out everything. It's just 2 or 3 meals, right? Another one that I really like, and honestly, I don't know how people can survive without this one, is a drop spot by the door. This would be a hook or a cubby or a drawer or a countertop even, or a mixture of all of those things. And this is where, when you come home, things that you will need to leave again, like your keys, your sunglasses, a wallet, a purse, whatever you need to take again with you, these are left in that drop spot. That's it. Those are small little microsystems. They don't require a ton of time. You don't have to overhaul your entire life, but it actually will bring a sense of calm into parts of your day that just tend to feel really messy. So here's what I really want you to hear. If the idea of creating a system makes you feel overwhelmed, boxed in, whatever the feeling is you get, start with a microsystem. Pick one small shift and try it out. Don't worry about how is this going to fit into the end result, or, what everything else looks like, or maybe is this even the correct microsystem to start with? Let all of that go. Just pick one thing to start and implement it. These little systems will stack up, and before you know it, you've created a lot more calm in your everyday life. Microsystems, they're tiny tweaks that make a big difference. I would love to know what microsystem you are going to implement. Put it in the comments below, or if you would prefer to send me a private message, that's okay too. But quite honestly, if you put it in the comments below, it's something that we all can take. We all can learn from. We can all implement it into our life if we feel that's something that would help us out. Well, thanks so much for joining me today for Coffee Chat with Angie. I'll see you next time.